Hey everyone, welcome back to Coding with ChatGPT live sessions. Today's challenge is all about speed and accuracy as we are setting out to build a typing speed test tool. With React driving the mechanics and Tailwind CSS ensuring a sleek user interface, we are aiming to provide users with real-time feedback on their typing speed. As always, ChatGPT will be our coding compass, offering guidance and solution along the way. Ready to see how fast you can type? Let's get started on this coding sprint. All right, let's begin. So this is my current basic hello world application built in React and Tailwind CSS. There is nothing, just hello world. So this is a basic configuration. Now I'm going to run this in the browser. Okay, the app is started in the browser. Now let's go back to the ChatGPT and I will paste my prompt. So this is the few lines that I think would provide better results. So make sure to follow these instructions. And here I will mention that develop a typing speed test tool, a tool to test your typing speed and accuracy. Okay, so second line of instruction is that provide me complete code without missing or skipping anything. The UI should be very attractive, modern, and visually appealing. It should good enough and rich in features to be deployed on the production. So let's submit it and see what happens. Certainly, let's design a type speed test tool. For this project, we will be using, actually, I did not mention that it should use the React and Tailwind. So I think I should add another instruction. Use React and Tailwind CSS. And then all of these same instructions. Sure, below is the React application integrated with the Tailwind CSS to build typing speed test tool. This tool will calculate your typing speed and accuracy and present a visually appealing UI. Installation, we already have installed it. We have created React project. We have integrated the Tailwind CSS as well. I think next time I should add another instruction in the line that we already have a project set up so that it don't waste its context length on installation and setting up. We already have it set up. So we just have to replace the content of the app.js. Okay, so we have this part done already. I'm going to copy paste this piece of code in the app. Okay, now let's test it. So this is what it has made for us. So time remaining 5 seconds and accuracy is 0%. So let's try. Click on that. Hello world, how are you? XYZ. So that is still not, I mean, this is great start, but this is not user friendly. So, and features are very minimal. So let me add it here. It's a great start, but it is not user friendly. And features are very minimal. We need as many features as possible to make it highly user friendly and interactive. Okay, so let's see what it does with that. Certainly, let's enhance our typing speed test tool. We will add the following features: countdown timer before start, adjustable test duration, result display, high scores, random paragraphs, fetch random paragraphs from an API. I don't want to use any API. Okay, use an API to fetch random paragraphs. Okay, so it is saying that API to fetch random, but no API key is required. So that is great. We don't need the API key if that works. So this would give us random text every time you hit this endpoint. Okay, that's nice. And now it has updated the app.js. Okay, it is completed. Now I'm going to copy it. You can extend the current Tailwind CSS styling with more custom styles and animation for better UX. Consider using tools like animate.js, framer motion for React to provide smooth transitions and feedback. Okay, so let me add it again. Something is wrong here. It is saying that failed to fetch. Why is that? Okay, this URL is not working. So let me see what's wrong here. Maybe this API is not correct, so I have to. So here, let us try to find the API somewhere here. I don't know if there is any API available. We search on internet about the API. I think there is no API for that. So I can tell to ChatGPT that this URL does not exist. Okay, it is saying that we can use this API. It provides random meaty filter text, which can be fun for typing test. Okay, let me search for that as well. Actually, it is using this URL, so I can open that URL just to see if that is working. Okay, yes, there is some text here. I can see it. So now we have to replace this use effect hook with this one. Okay, now let's test the application. Reload it. Okay, we can see the text in front of us. We can start typing, but still I'm not able to edit. So let me ask ChatGPT that make sure that you have implemented all of these. So it is now adding more states so that we could have more control on the layout on the application. Okay, let's try it again. Going to replace the old code with the new one. All right, now we have the options to update the timer. So let's start. So right now it is configured at 1 minute, that is 60 seconds. So let's try. Okay, it is going to start now. Let's start typing. Okay, it is saying that time is up and my speed is 40 words per minute and the accuracy is 93%. That's awesome. But I want, so this is great so far, but I want a little bit improvement if it is possible. That is, whenever you're typing a word, it should show the cursor or something like that and highlight the word that is being typed, and it should highlight the words that are typed already. So let's specify to the, okay, suggest me what else can be improved and make it more user friendly. Feedback on typing. So highlight the portion of, so this is the same thing that I was talking about. Highlight the portion of the text that the user has typed correctly in green and errors in red. Provide real-time feedback as the user types. Okay, progress bar. Display a progress bar at the top of the or the bottom of the screen that fills up at the same at the time counts down. This gives user a visual representation of their progress. Theme selection. Allow user to choose between different themes, dark mode, light mode, or other colors themes. Difficulty levels. Implement the difficulty levels like beginner, intermediate, advanced. Awesome. Sound effects. Replay options. After the game end, offer an option to replay with the new paragraph without needing to reload or manually start again. User profiles, typing history, and leaderboard. Mobile responsiveness tips section, a small section or pop-up where user can see the typing tips and techniques to improve the speed and accuracy. Animations, okay, keyboard support, allow user to start by using the keyboard shortcut. Okay, tutorial on demo mode. No, okay, statistics, graphs over time shown, show the user a graph of their WPM and accuracy improvements. It motivates user when they can visualize their progress. Error analysis and multilingual language support. So these are very nice features. So I'm not sure if I can ChatGPT can handle all of these very easily because it may do a lot of mistakes. So I will try to implement as many as possible with the help of ChatGPT. So for now, let me copy paste all of it. And I will remove the ones that I don't want it to do. Or maybe I should copy paste one by one. So for example, this is a great feature, this one as well. I don't know if sound effect is easy for ChatGPT or not. Yeah, sound effect should be very uh, nice feature if it is possible to implement easily. Replay option, user profiles. No, we don't need user profile at the moment. And also we need the typing history. That's also a good feature. And then uh, mobile responsiveness is also a good thing. And then I need this option, tips selection, animation, and keyboard support. Yeah, these features are also nice. And yeah, this one is also very nice feature that should be there. Okay, so now let's write another thing here. Make sure to follow all follow all these instructions and make sure to uh, follow my instructions carefully and implement all of these following enhancements features in my typing tool that you made so far, and make sure to provide me complete code the end without skipping any part. Okay, so let's try if that works. So it is saying, given the extensive list of features enhancements you have provided, adding all these details will make the response considerably long. I will break down the process and provide the code incrementally to ensure everything is detailed and organized. For simplicity, I will cover these improvements step by step. Okay. At first, it will uh, implement the feedback typing and progress bar. Actually, it would be difficult for me to copy paste in this way because it is again skipping. I don't want to do that. So maybe I should give it my instructions one by one. So I am going to cut all of the prompt from here, and let's open an online editor where I could keep it. So this is very simple one. I can paste it here. Okay, so let me copy this one. Carefully all of these following enhancement feature in my typing tool that you made so far, and make sure to provide me complete. Okay, so this is one feature that we are going to implement. So let's see if it is easy for the ChatGPT to implement it or not. Okay, sure. Implementing the feedback. Implement feedback feature will add the significant layer of user interaction. Let's break it down step by step. Split the sample paragraph into individual words. Okay, compare each word to the user's input. Highlight the words in green if they are correct and red if they are wrong. Okay, here is how you can implement it. I hope that it will not skip anything, but if do, then we will have to copy paste manually carefully. Okay, it stopped here, so we need to click on the continue generation so that it could continue from where it has left, or it has stopped. Okay. Okay, I think it is completed. Now let's copy this code and paste it here. And at the bottom, it is telling about the modification. I introduced a render feedback text function to process the type text and the sample text. This function will compare each word of the sample text with the type text. Correct words are highlighted in the green, and errors are shown in the red. You can further improve this by breaking the paragraph down by to characters rather than the words for a more granular feedback mechanism. The idea remains the same. Compare user input to the expected output and provide feedback. So let's try it. Okay, it has broken the layout. Okay, so, but let's try it first. I'm going to type, okay, LABORAS. Yes, this is now much better. Hmm. Let's say I will type incorrect word. Okay, yeah, this is looking very nice, but still we need to uh, fix the overflow problem. Actually, I have a great idea. Instead of typing uh, the problem to ChatGPT, I will give it the image of the problem. So I will take a screenshot. You know that recently ChatGPT has introduced the ChatGPT vision, so I can give it the image here. What problem do you see in this output? So based on the provided output image, here are some observed issues. Redundancy of paragraphs. The sample paragraph is displayed twice. One on the, okay, this is not the correct issue. Incorrect feedback highlighting. Okay, the feedback on time does not seem to be working accurately. The user has made an error in the word. Which word? In word shoulder, but it's word shou at the end of the text area that's highlighted in red. I do not get that. The user made an error in the word shoulder, but it's the word shou at the end of the text area. That's highlighted in red. Rating should correspond to the typing. Uh, I don't think that is right. Unfinished words highlighted. The word should appears to be incomplete word and yet it's being highlighted. And the feedback should only be provided on the completed words. Exterior alignment of space in the space. No, it could not catch the error. The real problem that I was trying to consider here. So that's not. Just ignore. I don't know what to do. I cannot remove this one. Anyways, so I will just tell it that the paragraph is overflowing. Now please do two things. Fix the problem that the paragraph that is displayed on top is overflowing horizontally and going outside of the card. Fix it. Second is that I will use its suggestions. So this function, you can further improve this by breaking down the grid. Okay, this one. Implement this improvement. Okay, and make sure to provide complete code. So ChatGPT vision did not help me so much, but maybe it will be improved in the future. Fix overflow. We can easily address the overflow by using Tailwind CSS overflow utility. This will prevent text from overflowing the boundaries of its container. Granular feedback. Instead of word by word comparison, we will do characters by characters comparison for immediate feedback. Let's implement these changes. So let's see what it does. I hope that it will not make it worst. I wish that ChatGPT could be a lot faster so that we could develop things very, very fast. And I'm sure that in upcoming future, they will improve the speed of ChatGPT 4 I know that the speed of ChatGPT 3 is already great, but ChatGPT 4 is very slow. I mean, it is acceptable, but if you want to implement a lot of work, then this will take a lot of time like this. So hopefully in future they will improve it. Okay, something wrong happened. It is saying that network error. That's not ri- that's not good. So let me reload it and see if that is still working or got stuck somewhere. Uh, I think it has got stuck here. Let me ask it to continue. I don't know if it will continue from the same place. Okay, I think it is continuing from the same place. I hope that it will not forget what it was trying to do. Meanwhile, I will copy paste this code in my app.js. Now, let's wait for it. Okay, it is done. Now, let's add this code as well here. Okay, so let me copy this one first, and then I will copy this one. I don't know, I think it does format automatically. Okay, so now let's try it again. Okay, overflow issue has been fixed. Now let's try to test it. Okay, nice. Yes, now it is much better. But these words are too difficult for me to type because these words does not make any sense to me. What happened? Actually, there are two spaces. That's why. Okay, it is working great. I really liked it. Okay, so it is saying that I have this was my score 30 words per minute. This is the accuracy, and the time was up. So if you want to reduce the time or if you want to increase it, that is also possible. So let's try to set it at 30 seconds. Okay. Uh, I think there is something wrong. Uh, yeah, something's wrong here. So now, once the timer is completed, if you try to start it again, it does not work. So let's ask about it with ChatGPT. Okay, great. But I will give this code to ChatGPT. See a problem. Once the timer is completed, what is that called here? Once the chat duration, the counter. If I start it again, it does not work and something strange happens. So review code and find the bug. So let's see if it is able to find its own bug. So after reviewing the code, the issue seems to be with the game's restart mechanism. Once the timer hits 0, the game ends. The time remaining state is not reset back to the selected duration. As a result, when you try to start game again, the timer immediately goes to 0 and the game ends. To fix this, you need to reset the time remaining state back to the selected duration every time you start a new game. Let's make the necessary changes. In the start game function, reset time remaining to duration. Okay, let's do that. And okay, great. With this change, every time you start a new game, the timer will reset to whatever duration you have selected from the drop-down menu. The rest of the code seems fine at the glance. Implementing this change should solve the problem you described. Once done, test it multiple times to ensure the game restarts correctly. Every time the timer runs out, you click start again. Okay, so let's refresh it. And I want to set the minimum time. I don't want to wait for too long. Okay, so let's type it again. Okay, the time is up. Okay. Some other strange thing also happens when time is up. Anyway, so let's start it again. I don't know if that will work. Okay, I think now it is working. So let me tell it to ChatGPT. I feel another problem when time of typing is up, then it changes the paragraph immediately with the new text. I think that is not correct because it should not show the new paragraph until I hit the start button again to start new game. So let's see if it is able to fix that problem as well. You're right. The current behavior might be disorienting for users because they would see the paragraph change immediately when the timer runs out, without getting a chance to review their performance on the previous paragraph. Okay, to fix this, the new paragraph should only be fetched when the user hits the start button again. Let's implement this change. Remove the fetch random paragraph call from the end game. Okay, and that makes sense. So I will remove this. Add the fetch random paragraph call at the beginning of a start game. Okay, that also makes sense, a lot of sense. Here is how the updated code should look like. Okay, yeah, that looks great. So I already have implemented these changes. So now let's test it. I'm going to reload it. So let's start the test. Turkey, Frank. Okay, this time I did not change the paragraph. That's great. And everything is looking correct now. All right. A typing speed test tool ready to challenge typists of all levels thanks to the interplay of React's dynamic capabilities and Tailwind's design. This tool promises a fun and engaging experience. A huge shout out to ChatGPT for its constant guidance and insights during this session. If you enjoyed today's unscripted coding journey, please consider leaving a like and subscribe for more such adventures. Until next time, keep those fingers nimble and stay curious.